Hello friends, this is chapter 4 of class 6 geography and I heartily welcome you guys. So this is chapter 4 maps. You have learned in the previous chapter about the advantage of a globe. However, a globe has limitations as well. A globe can be useful when we want to study the earth as whole. When we want to study only a part of the earth as about our country, states, district, towns and villages, it is of little help. In such a situation, we use maps. A map is a representation, a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it drawn on a flat surface according to a scale. But it is impossible to flatten a round shape completely. It is impossible. We find that maps are useful for us for various purposes. One map shows a small area and a few facts. Another map may contain as many facts as a big book. When many maps are put together, we get an atlas. Atlas are various sizes, measurements drawn on a different scale. Maps provide more information than a globe. They are of different types. Some of them are described below. Physical maps showing natural features of earth such as mountains, plateaus, plains, river, ocean, etc. are called physical or relief maps. Political maps showing cities, towns, villages and different countries and states of the world with their boundaries are called political maps. Thematic maps. Some of the maps focus on specific information such as road maps, information maps such as rainfall maps, maps showing distribution of forest, industries, etc. are known as thematic maps. Suitable titles are given on the basis of the information provided in these maps. There are three components of maps: distance, direction and symbol. Distance. And this is one of the three components of maps. Distance. Maps are drawing which reduce the entire world or a part of it to fit on a sheet of paper, or we can say maps are drawn to reduce scales, but this reduction is done very carefully so that the distance between the places is real. It can only be possible when a small distance on a paper represents a large distance on the ground. Therefore, a scale is chosen for this purpose. A scale is the ratio between the actual distance on the ground and the distance shown on the map. For example, the distance between your school and your home is 10 km. If you show this 10 km distance by 2 cm on map, it means 1 cm is equal to 5 km. On the ground, the scale of your drawing will be 1 cm equal to 5 km. Thus, a scale is very important in any map. If you know the scale, you will be able to calculate the distance between any two places on map. When large areas like continents or countries are to be shown on a paper, then we use a small scale. For example, 5 cm. On the map shows 5 km of the ground. It is called a small scale map. Means in small scale you are giving bigger data. So when we want to show a large area, then we use a small scale map, where a small centimeter is so bigger. When a small area like your village or town is to be shown on paper, then we use a large scale. Where large scale, we use large scale, that is 5 cm on map shows just 500 meter only on the ground. This is called large scale map. So large scale maps are basically for a small area and the small scale maps are for a large area. Directions. This is this is second component of maps. Direction. Most maps contain an arrow mark with the letter N at the upper right hand corner. This arrow shows the north direction, letter N. It is called the north line. When you know the north, you can find out other directions. For example, east, west and south. There are four major direction: north, south, east and west. They are called cardinal points. Other four intermediate directions are northeast, southwest, southeast and northwest. We can locate any place more accurately with the help of these intermediate directions. following direction from the this is some task for the kids. We can find out the direction of a place with the help of compass. It is an instrument used to find out many directions. It is magnetic needle always point toward north-south directions. Symbol. It is third component of map. It is not possible to draw on a map the actual shape and size of different features such as building, road, bridge, tree, railway line or a bell. So they shown by using certain letters or shade or color or picture or line. These symbols give a lot of information in limited space. With the use of these symbols, map can be drawn easily and are simple to read. Even if you do not know the language of an area and therefore cannot ask someone for directions, you can collect information from maps with the help of these symbols. Maps have a universal language that can be understood by all. There are an international agreement regarding the use of these symbols. These are called conventional symbols. Some of the conventional symbols are below. So this is symbol for broad gauge, this is for meter gauge, and this is for railway station. These all are related railway lines. And this is for road, this is a metal road, this is unmetal or kacha road. This is for boundary, international boundary on map, this is state boundary on map, and this is district boundary. This is this symbol for map, river, this is for wall, this is for tank, this is for canal, and this is for bridge. And these are some temple, church, mosque and chhatri. These are for post office, telegraph, office or police station. Settlement, graveyard, these are means for house, settlement house. These for trees and this is for garage. Various colors are used for same purpose. For example, generally blue is used for water bodies, brown for mountains, yellow for plateau, and green for plains. So yellow we use for plateau. Sketch is a drawing mainly based on a memory and spot observation and not to scale. Sometimes a rough drawing is required for an area to tell where a particular place is located with respect to other places. Suppose you want to go to a friend's house but you do not know the way. Your friend may make a rough drawing to show the way to his house. Such a rough drawing is drawn without a scale and is called a sketch map. Plan. A plan is a drawing of a small area on larger scale. A large scale map gives a lot of information, but there are certain things which maybe sometimes want to know. For example, the length and breadth of a room, which can't be shown on a room. At the time, we can prefer drawn to a scale called plan. So this is exercise. Map showing distribution of forest are called physical distribution of forest. Then it is thematic map. The blue color is used for the water bodies. The compass is used to find the direction. The scale is necessary for a map. So friends, this chapter is complete, and please do subscribe, like, and comment in comment section if you want anything else, or if you want to say anything those I can improve or I can do. So please comment in inbox. Thank you so much, friends.